I accept that we know nothing. In fact, we may know less than nothing. But how does mixing the FBI, surfing, a red hot chili pepper, bank robberies, and Gary Busey yelling insane things result in one of the best action movies of the early 90s?
Add in Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. That's how.
And truth be told, I don't know. But what I do know is that it takes exactly 2 meatball subs to fuel this level of genius, one for the evidence and one for the soul. And we know that you can't reach your investigative point break until you've had a proper lunch break.
What's up, brah? Welcome to Totally 80s and 90s Recall, a podcast where we rewind back to the music, movies, and pop culture moments of the greatest 2 decades ever, the 80s and 90s. I am one of your hosts, David, and peeling off his wetsuit in the studio as always, fresh from catching his first tube, it's my good friend Rob.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Getting that wet suit off is hard.
It's easier than it looks.
It's all sticking. Anyway.
You can get Lori Petty to help you out.
Today's introduction comes to us in the form of a letter. It comes to us from a listener who calls themselves Soul Surfer in SoCal. They say, David, Kurt, and Rob, I'm a seeker, a traveler, and a man who believes that if you want the ultimate, you've got to be willing to pay the ultimate price. My life is dedicated to the sea and the spiritual connection found in the deep blue. Lately, however, I've run into a bit of a human problem. I've met this guy. Let's call him Johnny. He's got the spark, the intensity, and he's a natural in the water. I brought him into my circle, showed him the lines, and shared the philosophy of the ride. But here's the kicker. I'm starting to suspect he's not who he says he is. He's got the rigid company man energy beneath the surface. My gut tells me he's here to take me down, not lift me up. My friends think I'm getting too close to the flame, but I see something in him he doesn't even see in himself. Do I cut him loose before the next big swell, or do I keep him close and see if he's got the heart to actually go over the edge with me? David, Kurt, and Rob, it's not about the waves. It's about the freedom. Well, SoCal, you sound like a man who values adrenaline over preservation. While freedom is a beautiful concept, it shouldn't come at the cost of your safety or your intuition. We shared your dilemma with the Totally 80s and 90s Recall team, and we've collected the following suggestions for you. Number 1, if your gut is telling you that Johnny is wearing a mask, believe it. Number 2, you can admire a person's potential without letting him steer your boat. Number 3, if he truly represents the establishment you're trying to escape, keep him close. It isn't a spiritual journey, it's now a self-destructive one. Number 4, paddle away, find a new break, and remember the ultimate price is usually one you can't afford to pay twice. And number 5, stay out of the impact zone. But most of all, Soul Surfer, remember, it is not a tragedy to die doing what you love, but it is a tragedy to let a friend hand you the handcuffs. Vaya con Dios, SoCal, and keep your eyes on the horizon.
Very philosophical this week, Rob.
Felt like
Just
it was fitting.
broke in. Yes, it was. It paints quite a picture.
It does.
Is what it does.
Yeah.
So
I'm an artist.
Well, we have a fellow artist in the
We
studio with this week. Joining us, as always, who uses the word brah more often than Johnny Utah. You know who it is.
Is it Brah?
It's me,
or is
Brah.
It Brah?
It's me, brah.
I think it's Brah.
Brah.
But
You can do
Brah,
both.
I like to take bras off,
Yeah,
but that's
that's good.
neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there.
Oh, boy.
Yep, we're starting early, folks.
Starting early.
Oh, boy.
That's what surfing's all about. Getting out there and catching those waves early.
That's right.
Early in the day.
I like to start early and finish early, she says.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
Two-
I predict
Two
today
for
is
two.
going to be rough.
No, it'll be fine. So
Rough seas today.
Rough
It's going to be a
seas.
little choppy.
little
That's
choppy.
all right.
All right. Well, let's chop up into. You made me lose my train of thought.
I
we're
know.
gonna chop ourselves right into this awesome trailer.
On the coast of Southern California, you can only surf, party, and make love for so long before it's time to go to work.
Rock and roll.
27 banks in 3 years.
Everybody free!
Anything to catch the perfect wave.
I'm not a crook.
Patrick Swayze,
Man, makes me think twice about putting money in the bank these days.
Keanu Reeves,
So you think I joined the FBI to learn to surf?
Point Break,
Adios, amigo! 100% pure adrenaline.
All right, Point Break. This might be one of the ultimate dude movies right here, right? You get your dude friends together,
Okay.
grab a couple Coronas, and just veg out. Point Break, right?
Veg out.
Some
Yeah.
Zimas.
No, Coronas.
No, sorry, Corona.
We got to get the right mood, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is a beach, brah. We ain't drinking no Zimas.
Stop saying brah.
We got a long ways to
I hate
go.
it.
He's already overdone it.
A long ways to go, brah. All right, so before we get going talking about this movie, we're going to find out what the experts thought of good old Point Break. I'm sure it's going to be quite enlightening. But this week, the Hound is going to take us through Siskel Ebert and possibly their little friend Cisco.
That's right. All right. As always, what do you gentlemen think
Ooh.
that Roger and Gene think of this movie?
They liked it.
What?
I'm going to say they did.
There's no scenario they liked it. I'm going to go 1.5 stars.
I'm going to go 3.
They're going to say dialogue bad, storytelling bad, acting bad.
I'm going to disagree. I think
All right.
I think they're going to like
Did
the
you look
storytelling.
at? Did you look it up?
Nope.
All right, we'll see.
All right.
Okay, we'll see who wins.
We're gonna start with Roger.
Yes.
Roger says the movie is surprisingly intelligent and an effective thriller.
Good job,
And
Rob.
after Terminator 2, those people looking for an action thriller will find this one.
Ah.
Well, I'm impressed.
See?
Good job, Roger.
That's right. He also says that the director Bigelow is an interesting director for this material. She is interesting in the ways her characters live dangerously for philosophical reasons. They aren't men of action, but men of thought who choose action as a way of expressing their beliefs.
Aha.
Old Catherine Bigelow,
Yes.
director Gigolo,
That's right.
Zero Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30.
I won't tell you his stars yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We'll go
darn.
into Gene. Gene said the action scenes were very good in this film. Not bad at all.
You know what? I'm happy to be wrong.
But
There it is.
he considered it overstuffed with false
There it is.
endings and gratuitous dialogue,
Oh, well.
and ultimately gave the film a thumbs down.
Gene.
Oh.
So Gene was thumbs
saves the
down.
day. Roger.
Roger gave it 3.5 stars.
Wow. 3.5.
3.5 stars,
Yeah.
a thumb down from Siskel. Average those out, and Cisco gives it 3 thongs.
3 thongs.
3 thongs.
Bum, ba-dum, dum, dum. He's popping 3 bottles of Cristal, shaking it all over.
Now,
Shaking it all
to
over
go
'em.
with Gene, they did this at the exact same time they were reviewing Boys in the Hood.
Oh,
And he came out and said Boys in the Hood was one of the best movies he'd seen all year.
Yeah,
so I think that
that's a bad
skewed him.
comparison.
That skewed him to the thumbs down because he said he liked it. It was just a little overstuffed at
Those
the
are
end.
those are
So,
2 different movies. You can't look at them the same.
Yeah.
A hard hitting,
Yeah.
like big time movie of like a social commentary and Point Break.
I don't know.
Or maybe I'm the other
I
way.
don't know.
Social commentaries, Point Break, and Boys in the Hood's the
Yeah, 'cause they
frivolous.
reviewed him on the same show. So,
Crazy
Oh,
time.
I agree with Ebert on that.
Yeah.
Well, of course you did. You started out agreeing with Ebert, but I was right about Gene.
Yeah.
But you know what, Rob?
Gene's he's a party pooper.
If people
He's a
talk,
party pooper.
if people talked about you and I bet they'd think you were the Roger and I was the Gene in that situation. So that works out good.
That's probably truth to that. Yeah.
So we were probably right both ways. All right,
That's
so
true.
Point Break, 1991. What do you remember about this movie? When's the first time you think you saw it?
I don't.
Oh, first time,
that's great, Rob.
First time I saw it
No,
was probably like 93.
I was
Oh,
gonna
wow.
say it's got to be mid '90s or
Yeah,
something.
92,
that I saw it.
93.
Yeah. I don't remember going to the theater.
Patrick Swayze was big in my house, but it was the Dirty Dancing because I had older
Oh, yeah.
sisters. So,
But I don't know. But I recall seeing this early though, because I
Yep.
remember it being a big deal. I mean, we'll talk about it later. But I remember this being it was a big movie.
yeah.
Yeah, I was excited about it. I went to the theater to see this.
So if
Went
I
with
didn't
friends.
see it in the theater, I don't know.
You rented it fairly after it
was
came out then.
because I remember this being visually and there's a lot of things going on in this movie that I think in the '90s was. Cutting edge. It was
Well,
cutting edge
yeah.
stuff. So
I mean, what's going on in this movie? We've got surfing.
Yeah.
You've got girls in bikinis.
yeah.
You got bank robbers. You got car chases. You've got foot chases.
Well-
you got things blowing up. You got people jumping out of airplanes. I mean, it's got everything. That's why I said it's an ultimate dude movie.
Well, and I've said this before. I made this reference, but the guys on Surely You Can't Be Serious made a reference one time about Empire Strikes Back, and they said if you didn't grow up when that movie came out, you don't realize how big of a deal that movie is when it came out. And I think this is one of those movies. I think people forget what times were like when this movie came out, and it was a big deal.
It was.
A big
And
deal.
on top of that, we talked about it at school. People talked about this, seeing the Keanu. Yeah, and this is the first iteration of Keanu being an action star.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because before this, we just have Parenthood and we have Ted Theodore Logan.
Yeah.
And then you have.
And I'll make the argument he's the
Well,
same character in all of them. So.
Not quite.
Yeah.
So this is John Wick Jr. right here, Rob.
Oh, don't even. Don't
This
even.
is the birthplace of John
Well,
Wick.
Okay, I'll give
you know
you
what I mean?
that. I'll give you that.
Which,
But-
interestingly enough, John Wick goes on a rampage because they killed his dog.
Yeah.
And in this movie, Johnny Utah
Drop kicks
kicks
the
the
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
So maybe he learned from his lesson earlier in life.
I don't know.
So yeah, I remember seeing this. I remember I watched it in the movie theater. Then I rented it when it came out. It was cool. Like we stayed home on a Friday night because
That right there.
we were cool kids. We stayed home on a Friday night, Ryan and us, and maybe my friend Jim, and we was like, let's get some poppycorn. Let's watch some Point Break.
You call it poppycorn?
Yeah, it's poppycorn.
Always, it is poppycorn.
Apparently.
Do you call it poppycorn?
No.
Everyone
never-
calls it poppycorn.
I have never heard a single. That's the first time in my life I can honestly say anybody's
That-
ever called it poppycorn.
That
Oh,
is
I've
the-
heard it before,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
the-
don't call it
That's the
poppycorn.
proper
You
term.
don't call it that in your house.
I'd like some poppycorn, please. That's the proper way to say it, Rob.
I've heard him from upstairs. He goes, "Excuse me,
Excuse
can
me,
somebody make
sir."
me some poppycorn?"
I could totally see
some
that.
poppycorn.
Honey, can I have some poppycorn?
Darling, are you making poppycorn?
And can you give
Could
me
you
a,
put some extra butter
yes,
on it?
and a pint of lager? Well, you got it.
And my blankie.
Yes.
I don't know.
Blake, where'd that come from?
And bring my house slippers as well. My toesies are
Oh
cold.
yes. Oh, all right.
Where'd that come from? I don't know.
Poppycorn?
That
No.
is long.
You said you made a phrase it just a couple
I
minutes
did.
ago. You said it was a cool movie.
It is a cool movie.
And I think that's an oversimplified statement, but I do. I think this is kind of the
you know what this movie
this
is?
could be the coolest movie of the 90s.
Of the 90s.
Yeah.
80s, 90s recall, a slap of nostalgia right between the eyes.
That's what this movie is. Right, so that's what Point Break is.
Yeah, I
All
love
right.
it.
Johnny Utah solving bank robberies, learning to surf, and fetching sub sandwiches, if I can talk, all in a day's work when you're in the FBI. So let's paddle out to catch some cool waves as we discuss the ex-presidents and Point Break.
Some poppycorn.
All right. Point Break was released on July 2nd, 1991. The movie was directed by Catherine Bigelow and written originally by W. Peter Iliff. It stars Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, Gary Busey, Lori Petty, and John C. McGinley.
Oh, you almost made it.
Almost. Sometimes I get saliva build up and it's hard to speak.
So close.
Point Break was made on a budget of $24 million and made over $83 million at the box office. The movie has a Rotten Tomato Critics Tomato Meter score of 68% and an audience popcorn meter score higher at 79%.
Good.
Now, Rob, as David goes to take the skin off his chicken, can you please tell us about this movie by doing a segment we call...
Back of the box, back of the box. Box, 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 back of the box.
Take the skin off the chicken. That's so dumb.
We don't like skin on our chicken.
He's a healthy man.
Do you don't take the skin off your chicken.
He
do you?
buys boneless, skinless.
Sometimes I eat just the skin. I love it. It's the best.
He just loves that flap of skin.
I love it.
Oh, damn it.
You're supposed
you
to.
can't-
You're supposed to talk now. Not about the
I
chicken.
know. All right.
No more
So the
chicken
back
skin.
of the box.
Yeah.
All right. Great action shots on the back. You got Bodhi and you got Johnny Utah in the midair doing the handshake. It's awesome.
Awesome.
Big giant letters says 100% pure adrenaline. Experience the ultimate rush with the relentless thrills and breathtaking action photography of Point Break. Keanu Reeves stars as Johnny Utah, a clean-cut FBI rookie assigned to track down a gang of bank robbers operating in Southern California. Since his partner, Gary Busey, is convinced that the robbers are surfers, Johnny decides to go undercover in the maverick world of surfing. He soon meets Bodhi, Patrick Swayze, a charismatic adrenaline junkie who'll do anything for a thrill, perhaps even rob banks. As the two become friends, Johnny falls under the dangerous influence of Bodhi. He becomes addicted to the endless days of surfing and reckless nights of partying, and even gets involved with Bodhi's ex-girlfriend, Lori Petty. As Johnny gets closer to cracking the case, he learns the truth of Bodhi's most important lesson. If you want the ultimate thrill, you have to pay the ultimate price. 117 minutes, color, 1991, rated R.
Perfect amount of time. Not too long.
I did like the length. It was
The length is perfect.
Yeah.
So, and thinking about it, there's not a lot I would cut. There's not a fat to cut off edges.
It's very efficient. They use their 117 minutes very well. I think.
Very well.
Yep.
Mostly.
We could
okay.
cut out the football scene.
No, I like the football scene. What are you talking about?
We need Keanu running through that same guy 8 more times in that scene.
Well, that guy sucks. I like.
Keanu's
if
his
you're gonna-
mechanics need work too.
Yeah.
No, they were good. If I was gonna cut something, I think that 3-minute shot of him laying on his back, with Lori Petty laying on his chest,
I don't know.
that could have been a little shorter.
I liked the cinematography there. Thought it was good.
Really,
I did.
Cinematography.
I did. I liked the angles in this movie.
Really?
I did. I think they were good.
Cinematography.
So if they'd have been at the Oscars for cinematography, Point Break, and then they would have shown that
Lori
scene.
Petty's back.
Lori Petty's back.
Yeah, you're sitting there, everybody going, "What the heck?"
Yeah, why is that girl's
Point
hair
Break?
shorter than that guy? Point Break.
Yeah, somebody read the cue card wrong.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Marissa Tomei won.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
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 Jack Palance got lost.
You can't take it back. Yeah, no.
I could do one-arm push-ups. So
Yeah, let me do that and take away. It'll distract everybody.
distract everyone. I'll just do one-arm push-ups.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's the plot of this? You just get back in the box. It's pretty immaculate. So we got a new FBI agent. He goes undercover. He learns to surf. Falls in love with one of the surfers. Then has to break up with him. Then tries to reunite with him at the end, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's the whole part.
It sounds good.
If you really look at it, it's a romantic comedy wrapped in surfing and bank robberies.
And it's basically Fast and the Furious.
Yep.
It's not Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious is this.
Is this?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's not even to be facetious or funny.
No, it's
like
true.
Paul Walker is exactly Johnny Utah.
Yep.
I was amazed at how many times I found that statement.
All they did was put
in
it
my
in
research.
cars instead of doing surfing.
Yes,
He's
it's
in a
the
car.
Exact same story.
They have a party. They drink Coronas.
Gets with his ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend, this time sister, whatever you want to call it, but girl.
Yeah.
He's
They
outside their
even-
group.
They even jump out of airplanes in cars.
Jump out of airplanes. Yep. He throws his shield away at the end, just like Keanu Reeves does.
Yeah, it's-
Johnny Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
same.
No, they did the same exact plot. They just put
That's
cars in it.
exact same.
So what does that tell you? Point Break only had one movie. If Point Break gets released in 2001, are there 9 Point Breaks?
Well, they released a new Point Break in 2015.
Wow, we don't talk about
I heard
that.
it wasn't good.
But
I've
it was
never
funny.
watched it. I refuse.
It was like
Yeah,
a
me too.
foreign. It was like
Yeah, I don't-
a
I never-
German
No.
Korean film or something.
no, it was
No,
straight up.
just a remake, I think.
Just a remake,
Well,
but it's hideous.
Well, but what I read though is it's not with anybody we know. Like it's like
No, the actors weren't
it's like
real well known.
It's foreign actors or something. But
Point
it
is
was a foreign backed film. Yeah.
It sucks. I refuse to watch it. It's kind of like the Roadhouse remake. I won't watch that.
Yeah. You
Just-
won't watch that?
I won't watch that. I'm
Ruh-roh.
I'm Scooby Doo. Zoinks!
Would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those kids next to
Damn meddling kids.
David just
You know what my
turned into Scooby Doo.
you know what my problem is? I haven't had
Hey,
enough.
Scoob.
I haven't had enough Scooby snacks. Oh, Scoob!
Oh, Rocha.
I will watch it, Draggy.
If you had Scooby Doo on your bingo card, mark it off, please.
Yeah, Scooby Doo has been marked off. Fans have waited for 200 episodes plus, or 175 episodes. Is he ever going to talk about Scooby Doo? Ruh-roh. Yep. I will watch it, Shaggy.
I like
Anyway.
your bingo cards. That's good. We should make one.
Just mark
for the
'em
people
off.
At home. They can download a PDF at home.
All right. Well, Scooby Doo is not in this movie, but let's find out who is as we dive into our casting choices. So this is an interesting movie background because it was written in the 80s.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
original script was 86, and then in 87, Ridley Scott actually signed on to produce it.
Yeah.
Well,
But he wanted, the studio initially wanted Charlie Sheen, but then he couldn't do it. And then Ridley Scott wanted Matthew Broderick
that would have been weird.
for
Yeah.
Johnny Utah. And I saw for Pappas, they wanted old James Garner
Yeah.
to step in from, what's the
and-
name of that show?
Rockford
Rockford Files.
That had a cool car.
Yeah.
Take a couple steps back. Was it not written by James Cameron?
No, he found it.
James,
he had because
James
he's
Cameron
on Back of the
and
Box.
James Cameron and Catherine Bigelow.
They
were
rewrote
married,
it.
and they rewrote part of it. But
Okay.
there was something about the union or whatever where he couldn't get credit for the writing.
Oh,
Correct.
He
He's
was
a
executive
producer.
producer.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
The original script came to a guy. King was his last name or something. He read an article
Rick
while
King.
he was
Yeah.
waiting at a dentist's office or something. He read an article that L.A. was the
Yeah.
bank robbery capital of the U.S. And he said, "Oh, I think I could make a movie out of that." And then he hired another guy who, by the way, the guy who wrote the original script only got paid $6,000.
Yep.
And wrote the original script, and then it got optioned, but then it got shelved. And then Cameron basically found it in a pile of scripts. So him and Bigelow optioned it, and then he gave it to her to direct. He executive produces,
Right.
and this is how we got
But
to
even
here.
then, you got Bigelow attached to it. You got James Cameron attached to it. Ridley Scott attached to it.
Ridley Scott might have been good with that too.
I mean, this whole movie's got it's got some provenance or
it's awesome.
with some pretty heavy hitters that became
Heavy hitters.
way heavy hitters later down the road. But,
Oh yeah. So, what'd you find out for casting, Kurt?
I also had William Dafoe for when Ridley Scott
Okay.
was
Interesting.
a part of it.
I didn't see that one.
And Val Kilmer.
Yeah, I knew
Oh.
Kilmer, and Kilmer they also considered again in 1991.
Yeah.
Also considered Sheen again in 1991. The studio wanted a bigger name,
They wanted like Johnny Depp.
Johnny
I
Depp.
saw Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that Patrick Swayze originally
Originally.
auditioned for Johnny
Yeah.
Utah.
See, and then I
I
watched.
read that a couple times. But
I watched the thing where they interviewed Patrick Swayze, and he said they asked him to interview for you or audition for Utah. He didn't want. He said Bodhi was
felt-
always his
yeah.
character.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's some misinformation floating around the internet on that one.
I got that. Even though late actor Brandon Lee was never offered a part, he was in negotiations with 20th Century Fox with his agent in late '89 to early '90. So that kind of fell out. And it actually said he still attended the movie premiere on July 10th, 1991. So I think he was in. He had a possibility. It was possible he was going to be in the lead role there.
I've also got the actor who played War Child, big
Yeah.
tough guy. He was rumored as Bodhi early on because he was an actual surfer, but he didn't fit the philosophical side of the character. He was too rough and tumble,
Yep.
so they made him one of the thugs, Nazi drug dealers or Nazi surfers, whatever they called them. So
Michael Biehn.
the Bean.
I read that.
Yeah.
That he was going to be cast for Bodhi.
I thought at one point I read that it came down to Bean and Swayze, and then they went with Swayze.
Yeah. It said, Bean was in talks to play Bodhi at one point, likely due to his close working relationship with James Cameron.
I'm a big Michael Bean fan. Wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Found a obscure things. Elizabeth Berkley
Yes, I saw this.
did a role, but she was cut from it.
She was cut.
Yeah.
She actually originally tried out for Lori Petty's character.
Oh, yeah, that would have been good.
And they liked her, but not for that character. So they gave her like 3 or 4 lines as one of the background surfer girls. But then for time, they were like, "Yeah, we got to cut Jessie Spano out of this."
Nah, that's too bad.
So,
Yeah.
no, that would have been great. She would have been like, "Go out to the surf. I'm so excited to surf." as soon as she sees
so
that wave in
scared.
the morning, I'm so scared. Bodhi.
Oh, that's so funny. I read this. It said, Betsy Lynn George.
Oh, of course.
Do you know who that is? Appears
Obviously.
as the uncredited dancer
Yes.
during the house party sequence where Johnny Utah
Takes a shot?
Keanu Reeves enters Bodhi's house party.
Yeah.
George previously gained recognition as the primary dancer in the 1983, it's not 83, I should say 93,
Yeah, sure. 83. Why not?
music video for Billy Idol's Cradle of Love.
That was in 1990.
That was 90. Yeah, why does it say 83?
I don't know. You
Should've-
you
yeah,
didn't fact check
yeah.
anything here.
Yeah. But yeah, she was the,
Fact-checked
she was the
anything here.
dancer in Cradle of Love.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she's in the dance scene.
Same girl?
It says she's the same girl.
The
Betsy
young
Lynn
girl?
George. Yeah. apparently.
She was all right. I still think about that video sometimes.
Still care about that video.
Kurt, you got anything else, Kurt?
Not for.
no, I got
not
it.
for.
I saw Arlie Ermy for Pappas,
Yeah, I can see that.
but they thought he was a little too by the book and too
Too stiff.
intimidating after Full Metal Jacket.
And I never saw him do any.
He was in Saving Silverman. He was hilarious.
But was he? But what I mean though is our guy Gary Busey.
Oh yeah,
He's more action.
Well, no,
he was
it-
moving, and I just don't see.
You got
Ermi
the
as
right-
Being a
they
he's
got the
moving.
right guy, obviously. But I'm just saying when they were thinking about a hard-edged FBI guy.
I would have liked to see that.
The studio wanted a beach babe, blonde, bikini type, Bigelow. Bigelow. I sound like.
Wow, what's going on over there?
I don't know. I sound like Cisco today. Bigelow.
What's going on?
Anyway, she wanted Lori Petty. Because she thought she looked. I don't know if this is a compliment to Lori Petty, by the way.
Mannish or something.
She thought she looked like she would live in the surfing community and that she wasn't too overly beautiful.
Yeah.
Not a bombshell type. She even threatened to leave the set or leave the project. Project.
What is
I can't do it.
Wow.
I got to turn this over to one of you guys.
No, you're doing fine. I'm enjoying this.
This is my worst effort today. I sound like, what do I sound like over here?
The
Jeez.
fans love it.
Fans
right.
love it.
Yeah.
They do.
They're like, why is he so tongue-tied? I don't know. It's tough. Anyway, she did not want the bombshell type. She wanted someone that looked like she lived amongst the surfers and would surf.
Yep.
And so good for you, Lori Petty. You weren't beautiful enough, so she cast you into that role to look kind of like a boy. I'm not sure.
You're pretty, but not enough.
Not pretty enough.
Yeah.
So other rumored auditions: Elizabeth Hurley, too beautiful. Courtney Cox, really hot. Elizabeth Berkley, Jesse Spano. So
To be fair, she had the Courtney Cox haircut.
she did.
She did.
But not yet. Courtney Cox gets that in like season 2. That's
No,
the
she had that haircut in like the Bruce Springsteen.
That's
Oh,
true.
the pixie cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking in like season 2 or season 3, Monica gets the Dudley Moore haircut when she wanted the Demi Moore haircut. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, that's everything I have for auditions.
Wow.
I did that one on purpose. Let's move on to our interesting facts about the movie. I've got at the weekend this debuted in theaters, came in 4th place behind the aforementioned Boys in the Hood, the re-release of 101 Dalmatians by
course.
Disney, and Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's up against. It's tough company.
It's
Especially
tough.
that.
The re-release of 101 Dalmatians is
Fantastic.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone flocking to the studio. Must have got the kid population into the studios that week.
I saw that when I was a kid.
I think you and I went to that, right?
we probably did.
Let's go see what Cruella. Let's see if Cruella kills those dogs.
Well, that's probably what we told our parents we were going to go
Yeah.
see, and then we snuck into Terminator.
I'm almost 16 in 91. I don't need to sneak in anymore. I just go to movies.
I did.
I looked old enough.
I did.
I don't know if you saw me when I was 15, but I definitely looked old enough to get in
Listen
to
to
rated
you.
R
Listen to
movies.
you. Listen to you.
I looked like I was 12.
This is where
All right.
in post we need to put a picture of you at 16.
When I was 15,
people
yeah, go.
Tell me this guy looked old enough.
I looked.
Yeah.
One for showgirls, please. I'd like to see Basic Instinct.
Are you old enough?
Voice
Of
doesn't
course.
I'm 21.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Can I get popcorn, please? Okay.
Some popcorn.
It's too dark in here. So, you got any interesting facts, Kurt?
Let's see. Where do I want to go with this one? I like the when he was talking about following Bodhi around all day, and he ate at Patrick's Roadhouse.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
A little backstory on that one. Yeah, I like that
I
one.
found that it had 2 working titles at one point. At one point, it was going to be called Johnny Utah,
Beautiful.
and then later they changed it to Riders of the Storm.
Because they really like the Doors.
Yeah, and they didn't like either one of them. So
Well, because they said people would see the title and they wouldn't know what was going
well, they
on.
thought one was going to be. They thought it was going to be a Western.
Yep.
And then I think they both thought they were going to be kind of Westernish, and so then they didn't really wasn't going to bring people in.
Canned it.
Yeah.
They said they didn't even get to Point Break until halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
And I think it was the surfing coordinator guy, the expert guy who taught everybody to surf. He had said Point Break, and somebody latched onto it and said, "Oh, that sounds good. I'll have that." So that was perfect.
I got the Keanu Reeves. His training
Yes.
consisted of observing Federal Bureau of Investigation agents in L.A., and he went to UCLA and had the quarterback coaches help him out.
I saw on the FBI thing that the FBI agent, there was actually one assigned to the set. And he said afterwards that Keanu Reeves didn't do anything that he taught him. He said in the final cut, he goes, none of what we went over made it into the movie. So
I like in the opening scene when he's doing the shooting, he
Yeah.
shoots 31 times without ever reloading.
that's good.
Wow.
That's yeah.
It's impressive machinery.
It is.
It's a new type of gun.
It's quite the clip he has in that.
What is that?
handgun.
What does that guy say? 100%, Johnny, or whatever, Utah, or whatever he said. A 100. Good job.
Earlier we were talking about like if this had multiple releases. I read that it was going to have a summer 1993 follow-up sequel, but studios said it got scrapped.
Studios like, we got other things to do. There was a lot of things going on in 93. Jurassic Park.
True.
You had other movies. So there just wasn't time. There wasn't enough time for the sequel.
We had other movies.
Johnny Utah was based on Joe Montana. They just took a iteration of a state with a very common first name and said, let's do that again. So
Fantastic.
And we come out.
Yeah.
One of the best, I got to be honest, one of the best names of a quarterback / FBI agent surfing guy I've ever heard.
Utah.
Johnny Utah. That's a great name. It's a great name. Whoever wrote that, awesome. Great job. Swayze broke 4 ribs on set.
He did.
So he said surfing was a lot more difficult than he thought it was going to be. So he broke it while learning to surf.
And I saw he did all of his own stunts.
He did?
He was his own stunt guy.
They
How
even,
about
they even let him jump out of the plane once.
Yeah.
Well, what about the skydiving stuff?
Well, they told him to stop.
Yeah. Well,
The
he kept,
insurance company was
and
like,
yet-
you need to stop.
And yet he kept doing it.
Just
and
kept
then
doing
at
it
the end
anyway.
of the movie, he even got Busey to jump.
yeah, he did. Yeah, I saw an interview with Busey, and he was like, he's in his Busey old man now, but he's like, all right, God told me let's jump, and I was like, okay, and so
Is
he
that
just got
Nick
in the plane.
Nolte or is that?
I think it's a cross of both. I think Nick's a little more scruffier than that. That's more Nick Nolte-ish.
yeah.
Nick Nolte's kind of like a bear talking. That's really all he is. He just kind of sounds
How
like
does
a
a
bear.
bear talk in your head?
It's a talk.
Very graspy and gargling on marbles.
Mine's like,
Nolte.
can I have some honey, please?
No, that's you're doing Winnie the Pooh. That's not a bear.
how
That's
bears
a
talk
cartoon.
in my head.
So you have weird.
Bears talking.
I
weird.
just thought bears, like,
You have weird bears
if
in your
they
head.
talk, they talk like cartoon.
Yeah, you have weird bears in your head.
All the bears in his head only wear shirts as well.
That's
Nobody-
right. That's the only way he'll have it. If they got pants on, they're out of my head.
That's weird.
So,
get
the
outta
final,
here.
by the way, the final shot where they're on the beach, that they're supposed to be in Australia.
Not
What did it say?
Australia.
Bells Beach, Australia.
That's right.
That's correct. Not in Australia. Actually, the shot and it's raining and everything. That's on Cannon Beach in Oregon.
I read that.
But the wave that they show, that's
Isn't
in
that Waimea?
Hawaii. Yeah, Waimea in Hawaii.
And I looked up that. I think our family has actually been to that exact beach.
Probably.
I can't remember what the name of the beach is.
And I've
but
probably
we
been on
looked
that
it up.
beach also in the rain.
Because
Yeah,
my,
so-
my
Because
daughter,
it always rains there.
Always
my daughter
rains.
pointed it out. She was watching with me, and she goes, "That looks like the Oregon coast." And we looked it up. Sure
was?
enough, sure was.
Sure enough, it is.
So, one of my last favorite things. So this inspired a live show that I guess still goes on today.
Yes.
I saw.
You go to the live show and they don't have anyone cast for Johnny Utah. And at the show every night, they just take someone out of the audience, whoever volunteers, and they just have to read cue cards for all of Johnny Utah's parts. And I'm like, I got to go to that show because I don't need the cue cards. I could just go. I'm
No,
telling
they
you.
want you to act like you're reading cue cards because that's how Keanu does
It's
it.
more Keanu.
I like how Anthony Kiedis didn't show up for
The fights,
the
fight
fight
training.
training. So they just said, okay, we're going to throw you once, and then we're going to hit you once, and you just got to lay down.
They said you got to get knocked out on the first punch.
We got to get you out.
And the one line he gets to deliver is that's flawless. That would be a waste of time.
And when he shoots his own fight, and he just goes,
Yeah, that one's. Yeah.
he nails that pretty
They
good.
gave him a lot. So I like seeing him in the movie though, and I can
That's good.
imagine him being a jerk surfer.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And when he's riding around in the back of that truck, he takes like
Oh yeah.
he really
He's
takes
taking
it.
the bumps.
Yeah.
No cops saw that.
No.
In fact, 2 cops are following them. No one's pulling them over for at least an illegal lane change.
We're
They
wa-
didn't use their turn signal.
We're biding our time.
All right.
Yeah, we're collecting evidence.
I got you.
I did. You guys might have said this. I was too busy taking notes. Same beach that Karate Kid was filmed.
Yes.
Yep.
We did not say
Super
that.
cool.
No.
Very good.
I think that's cool. Yeah.
That's
They
where they
should've got
did the soccer scene. in
Yeah, the
Karate
soccer.
Kid.
scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
the soccer scene.
yes.
Yeah. So maybe they could have played some soccer. They played football instead.
Football.
Still an homage. Not football. Football. Football is the European version. That's what Danielson was playing. Danielson was playing football.
I
just want to go back to New Jersey.
This plot is the same as the Charlie Sheen movie. It's called No Man's Land.
Don't know that one.
1987. I had to look it up.
Oh, nice.
Because he was cast as Utah with Ridley Scott directing, but production stalled, and Sheen did Young Guns, and eventually a script went other directions. I had to look it up, but it has the same kind of storyline. He's a rookie cop who goes undercover, infiltrates a car theft ring So it's
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it's basically I was like, I'd never heard of it. But,
So what this all gets us back to is whoever wrote Fast and Furious, you are very unoriginal.
Yeah.
All right. He watched that movie in Point Break and went, I've got an idea.
Well, it's funny. My daughter actually sat down and watched this movie with me.
Sweet.
20 minutes into the movie, she goes, "So this is just Fast and Furious?" I was like, "Yes, it is."
She already knew. Did you tell her though it's better? Like,
Yeah.
because Swayze better than Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
All right. I like Paul Walker, but Keanu's better than Paul Walker.
Keanu.
Right. So
I don't know.
yeah.
For my daughter's sake, it might have been Paul.
No. Well,
Yeah.
that's not the same thing. So
not Vin Diesel. No.
just tell your daughter that's John Wick.
That's John Wick. Oh, she knows.
This is
she
before.
knows.
This is before he loved dogs.
That's right.
He's also gonna save a bus in a couple years too.
That's true.
So this is the movie that kind of launched him into being because before this he's the slacker, silly actor. This gets him into action because you get this. Later he's gonna do Devil's Advocate. That's the with Al Pacino. Then he's gonna get The Matrix. Then he's gonna get John Wick. I mean, this put him on a
You
path.
skipped Johnny Mnemonic and Constantine.
Oh, I
You
did
skipped
skip Johnny
good ones.
Mnemonic. Is the
Those are-
ninth gate
those are
in there
good
too?
ones. No, that's Depp.
That doesn't have. That's Keanu. Who's that?
That's
Depp?
Johnny
Johnny
Depp.
Yeah, I
Depp,
got those two mixed up. That's a horrific movie. The Ninth Gate.
I like how Patrick Swayze during the chase scene, he wasn't even the guy in the mask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
he was off on a Europe press tour for Ghost.
Ghost.
Yes.
That's-
Yeah, he had to go. He had to go grope Demi Moore so everybody could see
Hey.
a recreation of the.
Are you sure he wasn't
Not
groping
an
Whoopi?
awful
Do
assignment.
you remember that scene?
Which one?
The one where they make the clay pot.
Yeah.
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 Isn't that Whoopi Goldberg technically sitting behind her?
Maybe.
We just get to see the ghost of
Oh,
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, that's
I always
true.
love that about
He-
that movie.
He only goes into Whoopi occasionally. Most of the time, he's just the ghost on the side talking.
I just
to her.
remember.
All I remember is Single Tear from
I saw
Demi Moore.
I just remember Lethal Weapon redoing that scene.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Loaded Weapon.
Loaded Weapon.
Loaded
yeah.
Weapon.
Not Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
That's the real movie.
It
That's
wasn't
the
loaded.
real one.
That'd be
It
cool.
wasn't
Glover
lethal, it was
and
only loaded.
if,
Not the Emilio version.
Glover and Mel Gibson recreated.
It was the Sam Jackson Emilio creation. There you go. All right. Well, I think we've spent enough time on interesting facts because if we're talking about Loaded Weapon, they're no longer interesting.
Hey, here come our categories. Our recall movie categories.
All right. This is where we go through our
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
step by step to find out our favorite parts.
Step by step.
You sound fantastic today.
I know. I was practicing.
Spring break. Let's get the pipes lubed. He's ready to sing.
Ooh, he looped it.
Ooh, he lubed it up. So.
Stop.
All right, first category, favorite quote. There's endless amounts of quotes in this movie.
There
so
is.
we'll
I'll
start
make
with
an argument that this might be one of. I know we said
Wayne's World,
Wayne's World, most quotable.
more quotable.
I think this movie has
It's close.
some. Well, I like the lines in the movie. I thought the dialogue in this movie was actually really good. So, anyway,
Okay.
Well, you're not Gene Siskel.
I know.
You are not.
Well, Gene can.
I will
suck it.
also, the lines are fun,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say they're great or good. Like,
Well-
it's
well-
pretty basic writing here.
I don't know. A lot of them don't make sense.
I know, that's what I like about them.
Most of them are Gary Busey lines.
Well,
but-
then give us,
yeah.
then
Oh,
start us off. What's your
Okay,
favorite quote?
So for some reason, the line that I really liked was at the end. Bodhi's getting ready to jump off the. He's getting ready to jump out of the airplane, and he says, "I know you want me so bad. It's like acid in your mouth, but not this time." And then he
But not this
falls
time.
down. I just thought,
I'm glad he said acid. I thought he said ass the first time I heard it. It's like ass in your mouth. Like,
What?
Bodhi, what are we talking about here?
that would have been a good if Utah would. What?
What?
Did you say ass? Ass in your mouth?
Ass in your
That's
mouth?
weird, dude.
I mean, they kind of love each other. There's a scenario here that the real love story is Bodhi and
Utah?
Johnny
Oh,
Utah.
the bromance.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
bromance.
Yeah.
It's a bromance.
As big as there is.
Well, that's like within in Fast and Furious. That's really the center of that whole series is those two, and then after a while, the movies get kind of crazy. But yeah.
Like you said, after a while, it gets kind of crazy.
but to begin with, though, that really is. It's really about those two and those their interactions back and forth.
By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, yes, I'm getting something out of my bag. And for all our YouTube viewers, welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Hopefully you have a great time with us this week. But I had to get something out of a bag. So when you're watching this back on YouTube, yes, my head's down a little bit because I'm getting something off the floor. With that, Kurt, movie Hound.
Zero distortion, sir.
That's right.
Zero. Favorite quote, Kurt.
All right, mine's when Pappas and Johnny Utah are arguing when they're processing the first getaway car, And he says, listen, you snot-nosed little shit. I was taking shrapnel and caisson when you were crapping in your hands and rubbing it in your face.
That doesn't make any sense.
What does that even mean?
Exactly.
I don't even know what that means.
It doesn't make any sense.
What I love about Busey is it's just
The absurdity of it was
I
awesome.
bet that line wasn't even written that way. And they probably did 4
He read
takes
it
and
wrong,
he
and
just
that's
said
just
it
how it
that way.
came
And they're
out.
finally like, yeah, let's just keep that.
Well, that whole scene, that whole interaction between them, it goes to 10
Way too
really fast.
Yeah.
They don't even know each other. They've only been on the job and
yeah, but to be fair, Harp, which is John McGinley's character, Dr. Cox,
Easy for you to say.
he goes to 10 the minute he meets you. Like, why does he hate Utah the second he meets him?
Yeah, I don't
like,
know.
he just can't. He was like a number 2 graduate out of the academy. You'd think you'd be happy to get this new, and he's like, you suck immediately. Like, he's immediately angry.
Well, he knows nothing.
Johnny Utah.
He knows nothing.
He knows less than nothing.
Less than nothing.
So,
If he knew nothing, he'd know something.
that doesn't make any sense either.
all right.
That whole thing's backwards.
So my favorite quote, look, I'm a basic B here. I just like when he says, Bodhi, this is your wake-up call, man. I am an FBI agent.
Well, I like his.
You know what I like about that is the way he says FBI agent.
Yeah.
Right? So I could see on set, the first time Keanu does it, he goes, I'm an FBI agent. Keanu, it's a little fast. Can you, like, explore it a little bit? Like, what if they spent a whole afternoon with, I'm an FBI agent, I'm an FBI agent, I'm an FBI a little slower.
Put the periods in there. Put the periods in there.
Let's pretend no one can spell FBI agent. And then at one point, Catherine Bigelow's just like, yeah, that's a good one. We'll take that one. So
We're tired. Everybody's
I can just
tired.
see this.
Yeah.
I'm an FBI agent.
When I like Bodhi's-
I'm an FBI agent. I'm an FBI agent.
I'm an FBI agent.
I'm an FBI agent. Where does the emphasis go on this FBI? Is it on the agent or is it on
Well,
the
and
FBI?
I like Bodhi's response. He goes, "I know, isn't it wild?" He's like, so cool.
I could go with 100 unhinged Busey quotes.
I know we could be there all day.
You already gave the one about the wiping poo on his face. He had another one earlier, also at the car scene. He said, "Vanish like a virgin on prom night."
Yeah.
Okay, I was watching this with my kids, and one of my daughters asked that. I said, "What does that even mean?"
You know what it means.
I mean,
You know what I mean.
well,
know what it
I
means.
think I know what it meant, but I don't think that it doesn't work.
It
I do
works.
not think that means what you think that means.
In Busey's head, it works just fine. I've also got LA's changed a lot in my 22 years.
Oh, yeah.
Air got dirty, sex got clean.
Yeah, I don't know.
That makes no sense. You talk about shrapnel. The ex-presidents, we rob banks to finance our endless summer.
Oh, yes.
You know, and then they pretend to surf on the desks.
Yeah.
You got, I had to kill a guy. I hate that. It looks bad on my report. So he put that one in there. And then, of course, the famous one of I could eat the asshole. I could eat the asshole out of the end of a dead rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I've never heard a human say that in my life.
I know.
What does that even mean?
I know.
I saw a podcast with him. He's old now, but he said the give me two Utah, give me two, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't in the script. A couple of his things weren't in the script, but that one wasn't. He said what happened was after he tells him to get the meatball subs, Keanu's supposed to leave the car and he's supposed to read the paper, and he goes, it was just a lot of dead air, and he goes, so it just felt like dead air. So he goes, I just jumped out the window and said, Utah, give me two. And he said that after they were done, Bigelow goes, what was that? And he goes, I don't know, just a lot of dead air. And she goes, all right. She said,
worked.
keep
Love
it.
it. Yeah.
And now it's like one of the most famous lines in the whole movie. Utah, give me two.
Bodhi has a longer quote, but part of it, he says, also about fear. Fear causes hesitation, and hesitation causes your worst fears to come true.
Nice.
Man,
Did you have any alternates?
I had another Bodhi. It was just feel what the wave is doing, then accept its energy, then sink, then charge with it. You don't need to see.
No.
And then Johnny comes up. Yeah, right. Vision is highly overrated.
Yes. Because you can see in the dark in the ocean.
That's right.
That's correct.
You just got to feel the energy and go with it.
I've got Harp saying young, dumb, and full of cum. So that's a fun one, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fun.
So, and then you're about to jump out of a perfectly good airplane, Johnny. How do you feel about that? So, endless quotes. We could go on forever. Some good ones. I like most of Pappas's quotes, obviously, because Busey, they're unhinged and crazy, and some of them don't make any sense. So, especially the case on one.
Yeah.
Like, just the process of that going through your brain to go when you were wiping it on your face.
Yeah. Why?
Who's rubbing poo on their face when they were a young child? That's a disturbed individual. It's like John Wayne Gacy or some crap. So, all right.
I would like to see the outtakes of that.
Yeah, it's just- how does Keanu keep a straight face? Well, he doesn't really. I don't think he's trying that much.
What? What did you just say?
What I really like is they're like, you know how you acted like Ted in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? We just want you to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
all.
did- Yeah, that's all he can do.
He really goes into that when he rips the hair off the guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's full Bill on that one.
Full Ted.
Ted.
He's Theodore
Well,
Logan.
even when they jump up on the when he
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they do the whoa.
Yeah. So he thinks he's back in Wild
Yeah,
Stallions. So, all right, our next category, our favorite scene. What makes this movie a classic? So, Kurt, start us off with your favorite scene.
All right, mine's just really quick. It's when Pappas and Utah first meet at the pool, and it's simply because of how Gary Busey jumps into the pool
Yep.
and does like the
Two bricks coming up.
the somersault
No reason.
Yeah.
flip. I crack up every time I see that. My daughter was cracking up when
Why
she was
are you
watching
jumping
it.
in the pool? Like, just jump in.
Ah! It's
But
a
I-
little scream that he does.
But I even
too.
like his whole dialogue before that. He goes, 20 some odd years, I've been, never once have I
Yeah.
had to like retrieve bricks from the bottom of a
By the
pool."
way, what purpose is that serving?
know.
I don't know.
I
what's
did
going
not
look
on.
it up.
wrong.
I did look it up. That is not part of the FBI.
He's
training.
not
No, it's
wrong.
not.
He's absolutely, and then he's like, 2 bricks coming up.
2 bricks. Come and then he does that crazy dive. He looks like
That's every dad on a diving board at the city pool.
he looks like Rodney Dangerfield doing the triple Lindy.
He did.
That's what he looked
That's
like.
the beginning of it. Yeah.
That's
So,
funny.
all right, my favorite scene, it's the meatball scene. The entire scene where he's reading the newspaper and then just blindly out of nowhere, it's lunchtime. And then he goes, there's a sub shop right there. Makes the best meatball sub, blah, blah, blah. And so he sends him. That whole scene, I remember that probably more than any in the movie. And then give me 2, Johnny, give me 2. I don't know, are you talking me 2? I don't even know why it's funny. It just is. It's so random because he's so spastic, you know?
He is.
By the way, not doing a good job watching the bank at all.
Well, I think one can
neither
make the
one.
argument. Neither one of them are good.
No, they're
cops.
both bad cops,
They're also-
bad detectives.
Yeah, they're not. They're not
And
good.
Keanu finishing number 2 lets me question what the rest of that class looked like
Yeah.
because he's not doing a good
Well, he
job.
leaves his gun out all the time. He loses it how many times? He lets the guys go how many times?
Ugh,
Not a good.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, anyway,
What's your favorite scene, Rob?
I went with the chase scene.
Which one?
The running,
Oh, okay.
running through the
Where
yards.
the dog is drop kicked.
Yeah, where he gets drop kicked. I just thought that I didn't realize how much I liked it until I was like on my 3rd watch, and I was like, man, it is really good. It's
Well,
The
I mean,
just a really
cinematography
cool.
is great.
Well,
I'm
and actually,
assuming-
that's funny you say that because I read that it kind of
It was like a groundbreaking little harness
yeah,
system. That
it was
a
it was a gyro stabilized thing, and it allowed him to run and follow each
Yeah.
other. And it was kind of a precursor. Like we watch the Bourne movies now, and that's how all of that's filmed now. And it wasn't like that before this film. This film kind of changed how we watch movies and how the action sequence and even like the skydiving sequences.
Yeah.
That was revolutionary in this movie, you know. And so I just thought I didn't realize, and there was no music.
I
It
will
was
say-
all huffing and puffing, and you could hear each other.
Yeah.
I thought,
I will say, if you take the music from Ferris Bueller
oh,
and throw it into that,
Yeah.
basically they just watched Ferris Bueller and
Yeah.
said, hey, let's run home.
yeah,
Because it's almost the same scene, running through backyards, everything like
jumping
that.
over fences,
Yeah.
Talking to people while they're going through their houses.
That's true.
They just watch the Ferris
Yeah.
Bueller run and they're like, let's make it a little more
Yeah.
action packed.
Let's
Right?
do
That's
2
really what they
people
did.
instead of 1.
Yeah. And get that song going. Hey, 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 whoop, just running around, jumping over stuff, jumping over fences, all of it. So
And it ends with, I think for me, it's the not climax, and it's kind of the peak of the movie where he has a chance to shoot Bodhi and he chooses not to. And I
Chooses
think
to
that
scream and shoot in the air.
yeah, waste all of his ammo.
Yeah.
But
By
I
the
think
way-
it's the moment you realize that he's. I was going to say falling in love, but
Yeah.
he's
He's
having this connect.
conflicted.
Yeah, it's a moment of conflict for
by
him.
the way, knowing some police procedural stuff, when you fire your weapon, you have to check your weapon in and out, and then they check how much ammo you had at the beginning of your shift, at the end, and then he wouldn't have had any, and they would have been like, "Excuse us, Agent Utah, where did all your ammo go?"
I got mad.
You know.
Well, him and
shocking.
Busey do talk about how he missed.
Where do those bullets go?
They go up and then down.
Up in the air.
I know they're dropping somewhere.
But it's LA. They're always coming
It's
down.
fine.
Oh, they'll
It's
just think,
fine.
yeah, it'll just be like,
They're like snowflakes.
yeah, another drive-by. So, all right, category 3, our WTF moment. This is a specific shot, line, or special effect in the movie that's like, how did this make the final cut, or what is even going on here? So, Rob, we'll start with you.
Well, okay. I was going to do the Caisson thing, I'm like, that whole line.
Yeah, but that's funny.
But
That's got to stay in.
But no, for me, my kid actually brought this up, and I was thinking when they are being grilled by Harp.
Yes.
And he's standing there with a surfboard.
Idiot.
I put, did he need to take the surfboard into the police station?
Said he couldn't lock his car.
Yeah, he couldn't lock the car with it.
No, it's
You didn't
ridiculous.
need to take that in. And I didn't catch it until like the third watch. Pappas actually it says, why didn't you leave that thing in the car?
Exactly.
He actually asked him
And he goes,
that.
I couldn't lock it.
But still, I was like, why did you bring that in?
Even if you brought it into the station, leave it at your desk when you go to see your boss.
or
Why
leave
are
it
you
at the
standing
front
in the boss's
door or
office?
something, but you don't have to carry it through the hallways.
That was
Because he's
actually-
cool, brah.
He's an idiot.
That was my backup favorite scene, though. My favorite part, though, is if you look in the background, the secretary slowly starts closing the door
Oh, yeah.
as Harp is screaming at them.
Well, because he's going ballistic.
Yeah.
By the way, I have to say, as crazy as Harp is in that scene, he's 100% right.
Yeah.
Like, we got 1,000 things to do, and you two clowns are just running around with surfboards all day. You're not solving anything. You don't have any witnesses.
And I get the feeling they did not go through proper channels.
They didn't do anything.
They
right.
just decided we're going to just do some undercover work.
Well, no, and I did
He's
look.
surfing on his own time.
I looked it up. The part where they run into the surfer Nazi's house and Tom Sizemore is undercover. The FBI procedure always says you have to debunk. You have to call all agencies in the area before you do like a search or anything like that to deconflict any under. They didn't do that. So and he was late to it because he was busy sleeping with his lady. So oh crap! Oh bruh, I'm late to my
so late. Crap.
I'm a lawyer. I gotta go see a client.
Liar.
All right, Kurt, WTF?
All right, I said most of this movie is just a bit much, so most of it all works.
I
But
like
I
that.
was like, why a fire? Do you need a fire breather at your party?
That is pretty cool, but inside is tough, man. I feel like you're
it's
that's
so
an accident
full.
waiting to happen.
feel
It's
like
so full in that party. A
Yeah, yeah.
fire breather, it's just
yeah.
unnecessary.
Yeah, I feel like it's a tragedy waiting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the people aren't that far away from the fire breathers.
No.
So somebody's gonna get
And she
lit.
had a full torch.
On
It's not
fire.
like I'm just being drunk playing around doing something.
That's cool.
No.
Well, to be fair, MythBusters also went through a couple of the things in this movie, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
part with
all the skydiving and talking.
all the skydiving and talking doesn't work.
Oh, yeah,
and
you can't hear each
By
other.
the way, the gas pump turning into a flame that
Can't do
does
it.
not work. They said it would just immediately ignite and explode, and
Yeah.
you're dead.
Yeah.
So,
That's
but it looks really cool. So I'll
It
give
does
it
look
credit for
cool.
that.
Yeah.
So
And I did read that somewhere. They said
Oh.
this movie kind of started that whole mentality in movie making, where it's always been kind of movie making has been kind of fanciful, but this really took it to the where physics doesn't
matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
fine.
the idea of like we can hear each other when we're
Yeah, I'm
we're skydiving. It's good. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Same
bother me.
thing. It doesn't matter that the gas pump wouldn't act. But
Yeah.
it looks cool.
It's cooler if
Yeah.
it catches on fire.
Yeah.
I want it to become a flamethrower.
That's right.
Spaceballs the flamethrower. So mine is pretty simple. It's at the end. So he goes out on the wave. Bodhi at the final. If you haven't seen this movie, sorry, I'm going to spoil it. Goes out on the wave. Keanu leaves. And he's leaving these Australian, they're supposed to be Australian cops.
Not good Australian accents.
Wow. So the one guy comes down and he goes, we'll get him when he comes back in. And I said,
He's trying.
what?
He's
What is
trying
that?
really
So
hard.
They're on set and they filmed that and they said, yeah, let's keep that. That makes Kevin Costner look like a genius.
I noticed
We'll
that.
get him when he comes back in. It was so bad.
He's trying really hard to be him.
Just get an Australian. Like, this isn't that difficult. Like, and then just, hey man, can you run that again? Can we try it a little? Like, I don't claim to be, I'm the impressionist on this channel and I do the accents. I don't claim to be good, but I could do better than that. Just the way he said it. Yeah, but he comes back in. It's insane. I don't know. So, and then my only other thing of what the hell is going on here. After Bodhi gets away, Keanu is in bank robbery for the FBI, but they just let him tour around the world and pay for him to go everywhere and look just for one person
Yes.
when LA is the bank robbery capital of the world. Do you think there's other cases he could be working on? I don't know.
Maybe.
But he gets to fly around the world now and after all the shenanigans with almost robbing a bank and not arresting Patrick Swayze the first time and getting Pappas killed, we'll fund you around the world. Go ahead, have a good time. So
One of the things that I thought was kind of humorous is when Pappas is looking for his dog Scooby.
Yeah, here's Scooby.
Scooby, and he runs past that guy on the sidewalk and he goes, "Have you seen my dog Scooby?" And it was a Rastafarian.
Uh huh.
And
No
he-
man.
And he's wearing even a shirt with the
Ruh-roh.
like everything is like it's like the stereotypical
Yeah.
Rastafarian. No man, you know. And
No man,
I was
not
like,
see
why
your
did we
dog,
need that?
man.
Why did we have to do that? We didn't need to put all that in there.
I'll be looking for your pooch, man.
Wow.
DVD of Cool Runnings. I also like when Pappas rolls up on Keanu and Patrick Swayze after they had the fight, and he goes, "You see some weirdo? He stole my car stereo, man." And it's just like, he's
I hope
so
you find
awkward.
him. Oh, I will.
By the way, Pappas, terrible backup. Like, I don't know what he's
No.
doing out there. He's not watching Keanu very well at all. He goes behind a tree and he's like, I guess he's gone.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to follow him? You're not going to keep him safe? No, you're a bad partner. As much as I like Pappas, not doing a good job. I can see why Harp hates both of them. Yeah. Because they're both
It's making his life hard.
really bad at their job.
He's
So.
not good at it.
All right, we're going to do category 4, the most 1990s prop and or decoration, whatever you want to say in this movie. What makes you feel like it's the 90s the most? Kurt, start with you.
I went with all the VHS surveillance cameras, and they have to take all the tapes out. To
Really
take
good.
them back.
Yep, that's a good one. What do you got, Rob?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had that. I had video camera.
Oh, you stole it from him.
Yes.
But I'm gonna go with the ex-presidents, their wardrobe.
Okay.
It's very 90s. It was very much the flannel over the shirt with the shorts.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it was kind of grunge before
Yeah.
grunge. I mean, it was
It's
right,
right on
on
the
the
edge.
cusp. You know, 91. So
You wore your Bodhi shirt today, it looks
I
like.
did.
Yeah, for our YouTube
I've been
subscribers.
rocking the flannel since.
Correct. You
I
could have
was
been
a
an
wee baby.
ex-president.
He had
maybe
a,
I was.
He had a flannel onesie.
Yeah, maybe I was.
I got a couple honorable mentions. When he's in the car, he talks on a brick cell phone, the Zach Morris phone. Got that. At one point, he says he went to Tower Records to buy some CDs.
Ooh, yeah.
That was a good 90s reference. But my favorite 90s thing of all, considering in 2026, this would cost about $45. He got 2 meatball subs, 1 tuna sandwich, 2 lemonades for $7.48.
Nice.
Insane. 3 sandwiches, 2 drinks for less than $8. No.
And I
That's
heard
only in the 90s, my friend.
Papa said to Utah at some point, he said, "I'll beep you."
I'll beat
Yeah.
you. Oh,
I got
good
that
one.
one.
So
Yeah.
that's
Lots to go.
That's a thing that
I think the
some
cars-
generations would be like.
Yeah.
what
Just
does
say the
that mean?
cars in general. Really
This is-
90s.
The
This is
big
a
ass
little-
Lincolns.
Oh yeah.
By the way, you know what else is 90s? Because they filmed it this way all the time. Why is every indoor place hazy? Why does every
Oh, yeah.
place look like it's got a cloud of smoke inside of it?
Because it's got a cloud of smoke.
Every time you walk,
Yeah.
every time they film inside, I'm like, can't they just get a clear shot? Was there something wrong with the cameras in
That
1991?
was my living room
Yeah.
for my entire childhood.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mine too.
Mine too. So it
This is
doesn't-
a little different thing, but I read an article that said when they're doing that skydiving scene, that view, because they're doing it over Lake Powell.
Sure.
I think it's Lake Powell.
Yeah.
Sure. Lake
that-
Titicaca.
Yeah, no.
I like Titicaca.
You just want to say Titicaca.
Who doesn't want to say Titicaca?
Damn you guys. No, that,
Lake Powell, yes. It was
That-
very full.
that view is
Chicaca.
Chicago.
Chicago.
That's it. You're out.
Hey, another possible for your sequel
that's right.
theme.
Shawshank Redemption.
All right.
No,
Go
that-
ahead.
That view is
Only in the 90s.
It's gone.
it's gone.
Yes.
The lake's dead.
Yeah, because it's
dried up.
All the levels of like it's not even close to that anymore. So
They've
that
dipped.
view will probably
Nice.
never be seen again in our lifetime. So that's a sad.
Nice. All right, our next category. All right, this used to be our yearbook quote category.
Oh yeah.
But we're way too old to be doing yearbook quotes.
Are we?
All right, we're just.
I don't think this
we're
is
severely
I don't
elderly.
think this is a time
This is a perfect
for to
time.
pull out like
A check
a lecture on
Yes,
maturity.
We are mature at this point. So
Yeah, right. We just spent 3 minutes saying
Titicaca. Love it. So we've changed this category to time to make someone feel good.
Oh, okay.
Something we'd more likely do than do a yearbook quote is if you had to sign someone's birthday card or like an anniversary card or some bad card, whatever the card is, if you had to fill it out, what would you write from this movie? What quote or saying or whatever from this movie do you think would be appropriate in some of those scenarios? So Rob, we'll start with you.
So I used it's a Bodhi phrase.
Of course.
He says it after they fall out of the plane.
Oh.
Did you steal it?
Oh,
Mine.
Says, "God damn, you are one radical son of a bitch."
nice. That's
Love
your.
it.
That's
I
your.
would put that in a card.
You can put that in any card.
Any
Yeah.
card.
And you had the same one?
That was mine, yeah.
Graduation doesn't
But
matter.
I have another one.
I've got one. I'll let you go after mine.
Okay.
So I've got one. I think
He's so nice.
you can write this. Yeah.
I'll go first.
You can write this in any birthday card. You can write in an anniversary card. But I've got life sure has a sixth sense of humor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
This
that's
is
another
true.
one.
That'd be a good one at like.
Bodhi says that one at the end too. Like
when
someone's
you're 50.
turning, someone's turning 50, and you're like, you made it. Good job.
made it.
Good job for you.
Or if the,
Hey,
you know,
it's my 40th wedding anniversary. Oh, life sure has a sixth sense of humor.
you're going in for surgery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get well.
Yeah.
Way to take her leg. Sixth sense of humor. So, all right. What was your backup?
My other one was Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
very
I like
good.
that one.
Yeah,
That's
you
good.
can put that in anything.
That could be a birthday card. That could be anniversary card.
Although, if you got that in your birthday card, what's your first thought? What does that mean to you?
That'd be from my cool uncle,
Oh, okay.
and he gave me
Does he have little hands?
and he gave me $50.
Kurt's not
Whoa.
going to give you $50.
No.
I don't know. The movie Hound's not a baller. All right.
If I can throw a nickel in there and wish you the best of luck.
That's right. You're going to get a $5 gift certificate to KFC. That's what you're getting.
Yeah, tape a shiny nickel right into there.
That'll get you something.
If you rub my feet,
it's a-
I'll give you
it's
a
a-
quarter.
There you go.
It's a 2026.
So category 6, this is just for this movie, but this is our Vaya Dios award. This is the most over the top, so bad it's good line in the movie.
Oh yeah.
A line that probably isn't a good line, not great dialogue, but you enjoy it. And yes, Vaya Dios is eligible if you want that to win its own award. So Kurt, we'll start with you so Rob can't steal it this time.
All right, mine we've already said once before, but it's when they're talking about the bank robbers being surfers, and Busey jumps onto the table, which is quite impressive, by the way, because
yes.
he does a flat-footed jump
He
straight
does.
onto the table.
He's quite athletic.
Yes, that's what I put. It's pretty impressive, but it's the ex-presidents rip off banks to fund their endless summer.
Sama.
It's just the summer, and then both of them screaming was like,
What I
it's
also love,
over the top.
what I love about that is Keanu's tugging on a Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pappas is tugging on a straight bottle of Jack. He just
Well, there is
wasn't
also
messing
like
around.
15 empty Corona bottles around them in the office.
I assume they're just passing out at work that night.
Yes.
That's why Harp hates them. Harp comes in the next morning, he's like,
Drinking on the
Look at
job.
these.
That is
two.
not the clean living he was hoping
no.
for.
As soon as he ate the donut, it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care how much skin you take off the chicken. Once you eat the donut, I love these things, bruh.
Yeah, it kind of cancels each other.
What do you got, Rob?
When right after old Johnny Utah almost takes it to the face with the lawnmower, and
Oh, nice.
Pappas runs in and he says, "Speaking to the microphone, squid brain."
That doesn't make sense. Again,
It was another good one.
when
I
you're
think he
doing,
made it up on the spot.
When you're doing the dialogue, as soon as you say cut, hey, Gary, what was that line? You squid brain? What is that?
I don't know. I said something.
I said something?
I think he does like like word associations where they're just like, when I say blank, you do what? And he goes, "Squid brain."
I got to tell you.
Doesn't
I
even
got to
make
tell
sense.
you, early 90s Gary Busey is just probably one of the greatest things
good
ever.
stuff, yeah.
Because when you've got like a movie like this where he's just going crazy, then he's in Under Siege just going crazy. I mean, it doesn't get much better, I think, in early 90s Busey where he just decided, I'm just going to be a psychopath and I'm going to see what happens. But they make him a cop, they make him a naval officer, but I'm just going to be crazy and I'll see if anybody notices.
And it works.
My Vaya Dios line is when they take him skydiving for the first time, and they're doing the pass around, they're doing all the stuff, and then they're getting ready to go, and Keanu just says, "You gonna jump or jerk off?"
There's several references to jerking off in this movie.
yeah.
Well, I told you it's a romantic
guy
comedy.
What do you think he meant when he said he takes the skin off his chicken?
If you took that scene, if you took that
Tell us
scene,
again how we've matured.
oh yeah, we're
That's
mature.
Yeah.
Titty caca. If you take that scene where they're walking down the street talking after they fought the Nazis, the Serb Nazis, and you just put like a "Kiss Me, Sixpence on the Richer" song behind it, you got a romantic comedy right
I
there.
like it. That's good. I like it. That's
Although that would have been too much later, so I'm going to put right there. I'll put like a Wilson Phillips song,
Oh, yeah.
so that would have worked pretty good. So, all right, category 7. Who do you think the coolest character? There's a lot of cool guys in this movie. Rob, you said this movie is cool.
Yeah.
You got Johnny Utah, you got Bodhi, you got Agent Pappas, or someone else in the movie that you really like. Maybe it's Anthony Kiedis. I don't know. I'm going to start this category off. I'm going to go with Pappas. I love Pappas. I think he's the coolest one. He's the old guy, but he's nuts. No idea what's going on. He's been doing this for 20 years. He's not very good at it, but they keep employing him. Unfortunately, he was KIA in the line of duty. Thanks a lot for that, Johnny Utah, because we have to save Lori Petty for no apparent reason. We can find other girls. Like we can stop with this situation. But yeah, so Pappas to me is the coolest character, and he has the best lines. I know Johnny gets to say I'm an FBI agent and all that, but the "Give Me Two," the case on, if you start stacking it up, Gary Busey gets a lot of just insane dialogue inside this movie. So, all right, Kurt, what you got?
I went with Johnny Utah,
Okay.
but I said it's because he's good at everything he does.
Yes,
Rose Bowl quarterback,
awesome,
shoots 100%,
beautiful.
except when he fires just randomly in the air. FBI,
I'm gonna assume he
top
hit a bird.
2% of his Quantico class.
Really good.
Turns out he's not bad at surfing.
Awesome.
He gets it all in like a week.
Yeah.
And apparently he gets the girl. So
There you go. That is cool.
that's the cool.
And what's the girl's name?
Lori Petty.
Yeah, what's her name in the movie?
Tyler.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She kind of looks like a guy. We'll give her a guy's name. Since he's really,
That's all right.
since he really loves Bodhi, we'll give him kind of a guy-looking
Yeah, he's conflicted.
girl, and
He's
then
conflicted.
that way, he can play out that fantasy
There you
one way or another. So,
I went with Pappas as well.
oh, nice.
I did, yeah. He's the heart of the movie.
Oh,
He's a veteran who doesn't care about the rules. One could make the argument that he is the only person in the movie who actually does real police work.
I guess.
He has the best lines, he has the best attitude, and he's the guy who's seen it all, and he just wants his meatball subs.
He wears interesting clothes.
He does.
He has like a surfer shirt
I like
on
that
one
he
day.
tried to wear the
surfer?
hyper colors
Yeah, I
or
know.
whatever, and he just doesn't.
The pants he wears when he comes and cuts that kid's hair, though,
Yeah.
those are like grandma's pants.
There's a quick shot of his feet.
Yeah, they are not good
Good
toenails.
gravy.
Let's not skim over the fact that he just cut someone's hair on the beach and ran away.
He said he was making a wig for his
Making a wig for my
I
girlfriend.
know. Yeah, making a wig for my girlfriend. That's right.
Those guys just don't even care at all.
Yeah, that.
I guess because we're
None
getting
of that seemed legal,
baked under the
but I didn't.
But they're not gonna tell.
They don't.
no
care.
entrapment
Yeah.
or anything on that.
Yeah.
So,
But they got the guy to run the numbers anyway. though,
no, yeah.
So.
So, all right, category 8, favorite song from the movie. There's a lot of actually pretty good music in
Yeah,
this
there
movie.
is.
So, we'll start off with the music man over there, Rob. What
Ooh.
you got?
Well, on the actual soundtrack, the official soundtrack, there's 10 songs.
Outstanding.
So I picked from the 10 song.
Okay.
Mine is the 10th song on the album. I couldn't find it anywhere. The only place I could find it was on YouTube.
Nice.
But it's a Sheryl Crow song.
On this album.
It is. It's called Hundreds of Tears.
Does it play in the movie?
I don't know where it plays in the
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Yeah, but super cool song. I'd never heard of it. People on YouTube, one guy said, this film and its soundtrack is a work of worship, soundtrack for countless generations. And somebody else said, my favorite Crow song, very underrated for some reason, should be in every best of 90s music. So I don't know. I'd never heard of it. It is really cool.
Awesome.
So,
All right. I haven't heard of you. I'll check it out.
it's good.
You check it out too.
Okay.
Every day is not a winding road. There's other songs.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I went with old Jimi Hendrix, If 6 Was
Oh,
9,
yeah.
when it was playing at the party.
It's a good one.
The old
I
Jimi
actually
Hendrix.
half expected that's what he was going to go with, was the
I did
Jimi
too.
Hendrix song.
I was hoping he didn't.
Seemed like a Hendrix guy.
Yeah.
So that would have been. Well, mine is the song that plays over the credits. It's Nobody Rides for Free by Rat.
That was my
Oh.
number 2.
It's so
Really
awesome.
good.
That song is great. We just recently did our 80s movie songs. That sounds like it could have been in an 80s movie, but it ended up in 1991. So.
That was something I was thinking about today. Is this movie feels very much stuck? It's in this weird.
Well, yeah.
It feels a little late 80s, but
88.
it's trying to be 90s. It's in
Yeah.
it because some of the songs felt 80-ish.
Yeah.
It feels like it's part 80s with some of the music and the
Little
clothes and
90s
stuff. But
flair.
Yes.
then all of the extreme sports
Yes.
is all 90s and it's
Yeah.
like ahead of its time.
Yep.
So it's a little bit of both.
Well, that might track because it was written originally in 1986,
Yep.
87.
Yeah.
So you're in that prime area of predators and everything like that. So you're kind of trying to put it together. But it's an awesome action movie. It's been spoofed several times. Hot Fuzz, the guy turns
Oh, yeah.
and shoots
Yeah.
his gun in the air. Obviously, we already talked about. In the Avengers, Robert Downey Jr. says to Thor,
Point Break.
he goes, "Oh, hey, calm down, Point Break," or something like that. So I mean.
My kids brought that up.
those,
That was
yeah.
funny.
So, all right, that takes us to our final category. Rob, what is our final category every time we do this?
This is the Harry Temple I should have stayed in Aspen moment.
Aspen it is.
And pray tell, what is that moment?
It's a
consist
moment in the
of?
movie when a character knows and realizes their demise or something really bad is about to occur. Yeah. You want me to go?
I mean, you're leading this category, so how do you want to do it?
I'm going to do the, it's this, we kind of talked about it a little bit. It's where they finish the chase scene, and it's the close-up shot of Bodhi and Utah as he's climbing the fence. And
Gotcha.
they do a tight shot on, it's not really Bodhi. You brought that
you
up.
said it's not Bodhi.
But close shot on his eyes, and you could tell something is going to happen, and you think maybe something's going to happen, but it ends up not. So
I went quite similar to you. I wrote Robster Move here today.
oh boy.
I put the similar of that is at the beginning of the whole scene. It's when Bodhi is at the car when they come out of the bank, and Utah runs up and says, "Freeze, FBI." And he sees for the first time that Utah's the FBI guy. And remember, they're in love.
Yeah.
And even though you can't see the facial expression from the eyes behind the Reagan mask, you know he's like, I like that guy. He's cool. You know, I love him. I love Johnny Utah. And now you've broken my heart.
Yeah.
So you can tell that the heart is broken before he gets in because he doesn't get in the car right away. They're even going. They're like, hey, man, we got to go.
Yeah.
He just stands there, freeze, FBI. So
you did the beginning of that. And
I did the beginning.
The end.
You did the end.
Because they do a very similar shot. Tight,
Very similar
and
shot.
You can tell they're talking to each other through their eyes.
But in my scene, Swayze is in the mask. So
that's-
he did film, he said, by the car. He just didn't film the actual chase. So.
That's all right.
All right, Kurt, we've love-fested Bodhi a little bit, so what do you
All
got?
right. Mine is Johnny Utah.
Oh, nice.
When he's walking on the beach with Lori Petty and he finally clicks in his brain that, oh shit, my new buddies are the ones that did it.
Oh,
And
yes.
he goes,
How
I
did
gotta
he
go.
get that? How did he get that?
Apparently the mooning.
I guess
and he
that was
saw
the
his
only
hand
thing,
line.
right? But he was already thinking about it before the guy mooned on the beach. I just, like, he saw the four of them, and then he just started putting it together.
I want to know how he got his surfboard back together while he was walking on the beach when it was broken in half.
It got snapped in half earlier. Well, Gorilla Glue? I don't know. Some kind of crazy glue.
Some duct tape.
Did they
There
have
was no duct tape.
Did they have that infomercial stuff back then? You could put it on anything.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Flex Seal or
Yeah.
no? That's that was way too 2000s. No Flex Seal back then. So
He was on the beat. He picked one up.
that's right. So all right, that's all of our categories. Before we paddle in for the day, we here at Totally 80s and 90s Recall, we want to give some shout outs and some love to the people who keep this show catching sweet waves. First up, huge shout out to Kate L. Don't know her last name, but she's on Instagram. She designs a link for our story every single week. She does that we can attach to our story on Instagram. It's of our most current show. She does it every week. She sends it to me. So she's very much supportive of what we're doing.
Nice.
So you're awesome. She's an MVP for sending that, and I don't have to design it myself.
Yeah,
so
we
I get to
gotta
put it up.
figure. We got to get
So.
something out of these people. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah. Also, big thanks to Dan Delgado. He sent us a couple of emails. They're very, very big emails because he's done a lot of study on our show. He's got a lot of information. His 80s and 90s energy, very contagious. We really appreciate his feedback, and he's got some really good ideas for future shows. We're going to keep those on our radar, but we thank him a lot for taking the time to write those emails to us because they're very informative. And again, he's listened to our shows very closely because he's got a lot of good information in there. I even forgot about some of it. I read it and I'm like, oh, we did say that. So, and we got some international mail, Rob. A gentleman named Callum reached out all the way from the UK. He's loving the show, and he sent us some photos of the actual castles that were in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
What's his name? Callum.
Callum,
I like-
Callum.
That's a cool name. I
Yeah,
like that.
So to Kate, Dan, Callum, and the many others who reach out to us every week, thank you. We really look forward to that. We're so glad you're enjoying the show and connecting with us. If I didn't get to your name today, don't worry. We promise we will get you on our list to highlight on future shows. We truly couldn't make the show without people listening. So is that correct, Hound?
That is correct.
Okay, yeah. You are correct, sir.
You are
You are correct, sir. All right, it's time for final judgment. What is the rewatchability of this movie on the Meatball subs scale? One being I'm kind of hungry, to 5 being you can eat the ass end out of a dead rhino. So, Kurt, we're going to start with
I
you.
used to work with a guy. He said he used to say, "I'm so hungry I could eat the south end of a duck flying north." or
Interesting.
something. I don't know.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, I think you just made that up.
I
No.
say give me the rhino. I'm giving
I'm
giving
going
it
on
5.
rhino. You're going 5.
I'm
You're
5.
going,
5
he's
for
5 subs.
rewatchability.
He's getting that rhino. All right. What do you got, Rob?
I'm going 5.
5.
5.
And I'm a 5 too. This is a guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a great action movie. Like we said, perfect time. Is it super smart? No. But what I love about it is it's fun It's great. It's a dude movie. I don't care what part it's in. I can just sit down and watch the rest of it. Something happens every 10 minutes, so it's exciting. I'll always watch this movie. I love it. So
Yeah, my
it's not winning any Oscars.
No.
But I love it. They don't make movies like this anymore. We say it all the time, but for an hour and a half, you just turn off your brain.
Yeah.
And like you said, skydiving doesn't work. Talking while we skydive, all that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's all awesome.
Yeah. And I really appreciated when you started to watch it again and you realized that it was the groundbreaking element of this movie. I think we watch it now and we go, it's so kind of hokey, but they did stuff in this movie that became the commonplace now. You know, you watch a Bourne movie now, the car chases and the chase scenes in those are modeled after this movie. And so I just thought, you know,
and the stunts in this, these are real stunts. There's no CGIs. There's no
true.
nothing.
True.
They're running, they're jumping, they're falling out, they're surfing, they're fighting. Like these are real stunts. These aren't CGI'd in. Today, that's probably why nobody liked the new one, because you can just video whatever you want in and make it look crazy. So
I will add my 8th grade daughter watched it with me, and she didn't really
loved it.
She really didn't say anything. Like, and then the next day we were talking, and she goes, "Oh, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 on her Letterboxd account."
Oh, nice.
She goes, she really liked it.
Nice.
So she almost got to the rhino.
So yeah, almost got the rhino. Yeah.
4.5, not quite there. So that's okay.
She got real close to that back end of the rhino.
We want to
backed
keep
away.
You want to keep her away from that rhino because Ace Ventura could come popping out at any time. So, all right,
It's really hot in that rhino.
rhinos. Now it's your turn, Titicaca. We know you got thoughts, probably some disagreements. Did we nail it, or are we way off about Point Break? Connect with us on social media. Let us know what's your favorite quote or scene. More importantly, who do you think the coolest person is? Is it Bodhi with all his cool sayings? Johnny Utah or Pappas, like Rob and I thought? Or maybe Dr. Cox. If you know that reference, you're a cool person. Let us know. Tell us which 80s or 90s topic you want us to tackle next. And finally, we have a voicemail set up. If you'd like to reach out, we'd love to hear from the fans. And you'll be featured on an upcoming episode. I promise I'll talk better next week. Check the show notes for the number.
You're gonna love me. Didn't do this part.
Perfect.
Didn't prep for this part.
Why would you? Makes no sense. You said before the show, "Oh, are you finishing up?" You're like, "No, I've got all prepped
I was
on
like,
this.
I'm prepped for this.
I'm ready."
Right at the end.
Right at the end.
Right
Yeah.
at the end. Whoopsie.
Right. So you get to talk about copy for the website and email. Go ahead, Rob.
You can go to
something
you can
about
go
the
to-
past and all
you
this
can go
other
to,
stuff you said.
80s90s recall at gmail.com. If
Perfect.
you want to email us.
Yes.
And then you can go to our website, or you can go to Believe.
Yeah, it's on our website.
.com, and you can find all about us. And look in the show notes, and you can find different ways to reach out to us.
Dude, say your thing about a little bit of the past from this.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
You don't remember?
I can't remember
It's a
it.
little bit.
It's not in front of
Indulge in the past.
That's
in
not
the
how it
good old
goes.
days.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
All right.
Anyway.
In the good old days.
There you go.
Kurt, I bet Kurt did his job.
Of course.
Go ahead, Kurt.
All right, recallers. It's that time for you to give me 5. And I'm not talking about meatball subs, although that sounds delicious. I'm talking about going to wherever you get your podcast and giving us 5 stars and leaving us a quick review about the show. Remember, it's all about the ride, and this ride gets even better when more people join in. And your review helps those people paddling out into the podcasting ocean find the perfect wave that we call Totally 80s and 90s Recall.
There you go.
All right,
That's
brah.
good.
We've before we do that, did you do your closing thoughts?
I did.
I was skipping over you because I wasn't sure. Oh, we have a new theme song
we'll
this
try
week
it out.
for your closing
Yeah.
thoughts.
Closing thoughts with Rob.
Did you write that yourself?
I like
Maybe.
it. That
Very
is good.
creative. I do like it.
Yeah, the
actually.
total 80s and 90s recall singers.
It's almost like the F.
Do we have an in-house band now?
We do.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Kip. It's Kip and his
Kip and the
friends. Kip and the Rollers. Is that what you said? All
I
right.
like that. Kipping the Rollers.
Kipping the
That's good.
Rollers,
I like that. So today's closing thoughts is brought to you by G-Man Grooming Company, specializing in young, dumb, and full of it.
Oh, nice.
Hair pomade stays put even during a foot chase through a backyard.
That's right.
There you go. What did we learn today? We learned that David likes poppycorn.
Popping corn.
Yeah. And we learned that Rob's imaginary bears talk like cartoons
And only
And
wear
don't
shirts.
wear pants.
No bottoms.
and don't wear pants. David's imaginary bears talk like Nick Nolte.
Wake up.
That's right. And give me your honey.
Give me your honey.
Or I'll kill you. Anyway,
Nick Nolte.
vocab of the day. I heard the word lube used, and I thought, let's unpack that word.
That had to be the movie Hound.
Yep.
Might have been.
It means to apply a substance, such as oil or grease, to an engine or component to minimize friction and allow smooth movement.
But did you know that friction can be fun?
Can be fun.
All right. Hey, I want to apologize to the Hanna-Barbera estate for David's
Isn't it a company?
Scooby-Doo impression.
I thought it was pretty good.
Anyway, a playlist today. Oh, we think these are artists we think you should add to your playlist. These are actual bands that currently exist or have existed. Johnny Utah. It's an instrumental surf band based out of Salt Lake City, Utah.
Beautiful.
Point Break, a British pop group who found success in 99-2000. The Ex-Presidents, a Cornwall-based band covering Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden. The Ex-Presidents Band, a Colorado-based rock reggae band. Johnny Utah and the Ex-Presidents, it's a rock cover band out of Greenville, South Carolina. Ex-Presidents Combo, it's a punk band with a sound like Sex Pistols or Green Day. The Undercover Brothers, it's a Ugandan music duo.
Ooh.
Very good.
Yeah, there you go. And Squid Brain. It's a band out of Monterey Bay, California. Their website describes their style as bubble grunge, psych surf, or butt rock.
I like butt rock.
I don't know. But a fictional band we think you should listen to is called 90 Seconds Flat. They are a hardcore punk band. They hail from Torrance, California. Their fans are adrenaline junkies, skaters, and people who appreciate the rush. Their mosh pits are legendary. The band wears nondescript gray jumpsuits or tactical vests. Their album art features grainy CCTV stills, floor plans of banks, stopwatches, stuff like that. During live shows, they have a digital red LED timer on the stage that counts down from 1 hour, 30 minutes. When the timer hits 0, the set ends, regardless of whether they're mid-song or not. They just walk off. Their debut album's called The Bottom Line. Their first single is called Take the Draw. And the B-side is a hidden experimental noise track called The Papas Protocol, parentheticals, Meatball Submix.
Nice.
There you go. And this week's challenge is go to your nearest Subway, order 2 12-inch meatball subs, and eat both of them, and tell us all about it via email or voicemail.
Maybe get a third, depending on
See how you're feeling.
depending on those rhinos. All right. Well, we have nailed the ex-presidents. We've got them all. By the way, ex-presidents, we didn't discuss it, but was it necessary not only to rob the bank with the masks on? I understand to disguise yourself, but then do impersonations of said presidents? I'm
why
not a
not?
crook. But why? Why would you do that?
It's
Just gotta
like
stay in character.
Just rob and go.
it's method acting.
You think someone was like, I got robbed today at the bank. Oh, how was it? Well, they were surprisingly funny. Really good Nixon impression, I heard. So
Yeah, the Reagan really sounded like Reagan.
Reagan just
guy.
kept throwing jelly beans at
Throwing
us.
jelly beans. I thought he had a gun. Just had jelly bellies. It was insane. What do you mean they threw jelly bellies? I got a very cherry. It was good. So lost $10,000 but got a very cherry. So it was all right. It all came out in the end.
That's right. It all
Banks
comes out in the
insured.
wash.
So, all right. Well, we nailed those ex-presidents, impressions and all, and we have chased down that 50-year storm, even though it might have killed us. So we hope you've enjoyed our look back 35 years. That makes you feel good. At the greatest bank-robbing surfing movie ever made, Point Break. As always, we'd like to thank the Movie Hound for sharing his cinematic expertise with us.
That's right.
Thanks for stopping by.
You're welcome.
That's it.
That's all I got.
I gave you a great opening there, and you just didn't do anything.
I said thank you.
All right.
I could have
What
sat in
else do you
silence.
want?
What
Yeah.
else do you want from me?
I don't know. What is that?
Damn.
That's how his bear. That's how his imaginary
that's how
bear
his
talks.
bear
sounds like that.
So he's like a drunk yogi, is
That's
really
right.
all he is. Hey, you're picking at
He
the
always sounds like
basket.
he's yelling across a ravine.
All right.
What was it, Bing Crosby over there?
All right. Picking at bus. All right, we gotta go somewhere else.
Bing.
Fans, this show couldn't happen without you. It definitely doesn't happen with this. Whether you're tuning in for the first time or you're a longtime subscriber, Rob, Kurt, and I love hanging out with you each week. Hopefully, we brought you an hour or so of laughs, memories, and disclaimer: no rhinos assholes were injured during the making of this movie. And don't forget, you can catch all new episodes Totally 80s and 90s Recall every Tuesday. I had to get the disclaimer out, right?
I know. Well,
I
now
don't
we
want-
got to put an E.
I don't want PETA on top of me.
Yeah, they're not listening.
This poor rhino hasn't gone to the bathroom for 2 weeks.
Watch that be the thing that shuts us down.
Shut it down.
The one thing.
The one thing, the rhinos.
Some PETA listener goes, they're
pretty hot in those.
talking bad about rhinos.
Pretty hot in those rhinos.
Anyway,
All
what
right.
are we doing next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday we're gonna tackle some 80s, early 90s music. So it is a listener's request show. We are going to have Phil Collins take on his own band, Genesis. And we are going to find
Collins.
out. Yep, Phil Collins. We're going to find out who had the better run in the 80s, early 90s. The solo artist or the band member. And we're going to iron all that out, Rob.
Controversy.
Controversy.
Yes.
Controversy.
Yeah.
Aluminium. There you go.
I like that. That's good.
That's how they say aluminum over in England.
Microwave.
Microwave is a good one.
I like that
Yeah.
one.
So Gordon Ramsay always says shallots for shallots.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't like that one. Seems a little pretentious, as it turns out. So,
Whatever.
Shallots doesn't work. I really don't like aluminium either. I just said it. So and they say
Tomato.
Adidas is not my favorite.
Oh, I
so
like that one.
Adidas. That's Adidas. So
Whatever.
well, we definitely are out of things to talk about. So Kurt,
Phil Collins and Genesis, huh?
Phil Collins Genesis.
Tune in. All right.
Do you want to be here for that?
Probably not.
Okay, that makes sense.
I got things to do.
I got things.
He's got a life.
Not really.
I got to do
but,
my
you know, whatever.
taxes. I got to feed the hogs.
That's right.
It never ends.
Very busy.
So, all right. Do either of you have anything else then?
No, ain't nothing else.
Fancy goodbye.
No fancy goodbyes.
Well, this song is really good.
Yeah, it's holding on to the 80s.
Love it.
It's in the 90s.
Well, if you think about their age, they would have been listening to 80s music.
Except for Pappas. He was in Quezon.
You've been listening to Creedence Clearwater Revival.
That's right.
I'm no fortunate son.
I'm no fortunate son. Give me some CCR. That's why they put Jimi Hendrix in the movie.
Vaya con Dios.